Hey everybody, check it out. What's up? It's Hercules Porsche's professional intro. Yay!
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Heracles Porsche here, also known as Gildenlock on Xbox Live, and we are looking at a little game called Hand of Fate. And I wanted to slap together a very quick, very unprofessional review of this game, basically just to say Hand of Fate is freaking awesome. And by the way, you do not, I repeat, you do not need to be in that goofy little uh, Mickey Mouse helmet that I'm on. I have basically just set up this video just to really quickly show people some of the elements in the game. I'm using an artifact that gets me extra money. I also have the dragon armor. So I wanted to put together a character with a little bit more a mix of like DLC content, endgame content, and basic gear, just all mixed together, just to show you kind of how random collection of things you can end up with. And that's really the key to how kind of fun this game is. This game really lives up to its name, Hand of Fate. As you can see, there's a bunch of cards on the table here. These are how the cards are put together to kind of make a map that your character moves through. So there's encounter cards, like this traveling healer that you see here. There's equipment cards, which you kind of saw going down onto the table. My only criticisms for this game really revolve around the combat, which you're about to see again in a second. There's a boss fight here. Obviously, you'll see there's a little bit of a load screen time. There are frame rate issues, particularly when the mages come up, and overall it can just be a little tedious.
Well.
But the overall elements of combat are good, and it's just not perfect. But it's very minor criticism for a really amazing game. See that? And by the way, you've heard the voice actor. He's one of the best voice actors I've ever heard in a game. And this game also has probably one of the most challenging bosses I've ever had the pleasure of playing against. It's not this one. I have this battle set up so that it's gonna be I'll be able to get through it pretty quickly. Like I said, I have the dragon armor, which just kind of sets everybody in fire and kind of does make the game into easy mode. But it's actually not that easy itself to get access to, so it's not like you should expect a super easy experience like the one I'm showing you here. But yeah, this game will challenge you. It'll subject you to the whims of random chance. This battle is actually one of the simpler ones because I'm not fighting against any enemies with ranged attacks. So you haven't seen any of that stuff, but that's normally what you have to deal with in most of these combats. But basically, this game is just such a great mix of elements. They're all there's just like the right number of elements. They're not too simple, not too complicated. As you can see, you've got my gold, food, and health, and you have to manage those as you go through the game, and your equipment, of course. And you know, it's complicated enough to engage you, but not enough to, you know, make the gameplay exhausting. It's just the right balance of complexity and simplicity, if that makes any sense. And there we are, redoing an old boss, which I'd played against just to kind of demonstrate what that was like. But there's two ways to play this game. There's, as you're about to see, there's story mode and endless mode. And you can use either one of these modes to unlock and progress through all of the content in this game. But story mode is probably the most interesting because you do get the chance to confront boss after boss, and eventually fight the super incredibly difficult 10th boss. So here I am starting the Jack of Scales over just to show you what that's like. But the other option is endless mode, and that's really fun. It's a different kind of challenge. You'll probably enjoy it after you've completed story mode and have seen everything story mode has to offer, but then you're just up against kind of the hand of fate itself, and it just keeps throwing more and more challenges at you, and you just have to see if you can handle the difficulty of the game continually revving up, and it's just really fun experience. I highly recommend it, and until next time, I shall see you Starside.